Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 127 of the Hideout. Very excited to have all of you here today and excited for a very great discussion as we always have on our spaces every week here. Looks like we're still waiting for a couple of the speakers to come up. But while we wait for them, I will do a brief intro and then we'll bring up each of the speakers here to give their own intros and let us know what they're building, what they're doing, where to find them. But real quick, my name is Spencer Vogel. I am the business development manager for Apollo Entertainment, which is the company behind Satoshiverse and the Legions 2029 game that we've been building for the last 3.5 years. Normally we have our co-founder and CEO, Nick Frontera, up here, leading the charge on the Satoshiverse account, but he is currently traveling in Europe and is having some connection issues. So I am taking up the helm for today, and I'm joined with my trusty steed, Lau, on the Hideout account. She'll be asking the questions today. But real quick before we get into it, we've been building the space for the last, 4 years or so, starting in 2020, where we released one of the first Bitcoin-themed superhero IPs in collaboration with the iconic comic book artist Jose Delbo. So we evolved the project eventually into a whole gaming universe, with our Legions 2029 game. Very high level. Legions 2029 is a fast-paced hack and slash game with both roguelike and RPG elements. It is completely blockchain enabled. All of your progress in the game is stored, on chain, for your gaming items and your characters. Definitely a lot more that I could say about the game, but encourage everyone to check it out. I'm going to pin a tweet to the top of the space, that shows, some video footage and, just some information about what we've been building. We're very excited about it. It's totally free to play. So if you haven't checked it out, please do so. But I want to get on to our speakers here. We have a very awesome and diverse panel as usual. So we're going to start off with some introductions. And I will say, if any of our speakers would like to pin anything to the top of the space as well, to show off anything visually to represent what you're building, feel free to do that. But yeah, let's start first with Ramen Rumble. Tell us about yourself, your background in the space and what you're building.
Hello everyone, really excited to be here. Thanks for inviting us and really excited to sit among all the other speakers as well and looking forward to hear more. About the Ramen Rumble, so we are a real-time strategy mobile game that we are building currently. Founders Edition NFT sale is coming up on 6th of July, and after that, soon we'll start with the beta testing and then the further development in the game and the release and everything. Talking about the Ramen Rumble, so the game apparently begins as the players playing at the head chef of a train. The train is the last surviving train in the post-apocalyptic world. So it involves complete strategy revolving around your cooking mechanism and how do you handle out your resources. And while as you are playing and running out this restaurant inside your train, you get faced by various monsters. So for which you have to develop certain weapons, upgrade them and fight those monsters. And the best part around it is as well, because we received so much feedback regarding the monsters, that we developed a feature where you can own the monsters as well. You can breed them. You can have them in your team. You can use them while playing PvP or while creating the clans. You can create the clans with the friends, with the strangers. So we want the community members to be more and more involved. So that's about the game.
Beautiful. Thanks for telling us a little bit about it. Excited to jump in a little bit deeper, with our questions a little bit later today. So yeah, thanks for that response. Next, let's go to Yoga.
Hey, how's it going? So I'm Chris. I'm the founder of Yauga. We are an immersive wellbeing platform linking a smart ring to our app that offers augmented reality yoga in real time and meditations that get updated via our practitioners every month. And we've got some partners such as Brave, Camp Network, and Nifty Island, who we're working with closely to be able to deliver blockchain-based rewards. We've recently won an award in the UK as one of the up-and-coming health tech startups, and we'll be going to the Nationals in September for that award. We're also going to launch to retail in November as well, Soon we'll be doing something around some founder passes on the blockchain. So yeah, keep your eyes open for that.
Very, very cool. Yeah, very important niche within the space. You know, our wellness and health is most important thing. So very cool to see you guys are building that. And I've never heard anything about AR yoga before. So yeah, excited to hear more about that. And then we're gonna go to our final guest, Ada. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong.
Hi everyone, it's wonderful to be among the Web3 folks, and I'm really happy to be here to discuss the opportunities, to discuss the what exactly Cobox is. Myself is Ada, and I'm a director at Cobox.co. And what exactly Cobox is? Actually, Cobox is a revolutionary no-code UGC game platform. Cobox is transforming all the virtual realities with a Web3 into the Web3, which is powered by AI. And the key features of Cobox is no code studio where creators can create their virtual world with simple drag and drop tools. We have Cobox Universe. We have three products inside Cobox. We have Cobox Universe. We have AI Yoda, smart assistants for virtual creations. So this is how we are building and giving land for free. Our basic and the main key feature, we are providing the creators, developers land for free to build, own, and monetize their virtual environment. Multiple revenue streams through platform. All the pre-built assets are available to play with your imaginations. So this is how Cobox is here into the Web3, and I'm really happy to join in with the Web3 folks to explore more knowledge and to give the essence exactly what Cobox is trying to put and how it's going to be benefited for everyone, for all the users. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ada. Yeah, great to hear what you guys are building and also excited to jump further into it. I think we have one more guest, Bloom, who will be joining us in about 20 minutes. But yeah, I think, with that, we can move on to the questions. So I'm going to pass it over to Lau on the Hideout account to take us on, with the questions.
Hello, everyone. It's so nice being here again, co-hosting with Spencer. It's been a while since we've done this. But I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy to have this like very diverse and amazing panel. First things first, I would like to mention that we also have a giveaway going on. So to anyone that's listening, if you see my pinned tweet, the one that says we're live, you just have to go retweet, be in the space, and at the end we'll select the winner for 5 Satoshi's crystals. So how about we start with the first question? So we have two types of question, everyone question and individual questions. Everyone questions, basically just jump in. If you have something to say, I will select someone to start, but then just feel free to give your opinion. No need to like raise your hand or anything like that. And then we'll go on with the individual questions, where everyone can also just participate if they want. Okay, so let's start with the first question, and I would like Ramen Rumble to start us off. So, as Web3 gaming evolves, how important do you think experimentation is when it comes to pushing boundaries and standing out?
I mean, we truly believe that experimentation in nowadays isn't just important towards Web3 gaming, but it's becoming like a survival. Because let's be honest, we're building in a space that, still defining itself to some paths. And there's no perfect blueprint that's available, and there's no like that one size fits all formula or strategy that you can execute into this, or how a Web3 game should be like. So kind of only way to make things happen in this space right now is to push the boundaries and to stand out and be daring enough that, we can break the old ones and we can break the shackles towards whatever contemporary ways people think a certain situation should be built around. So at Ramen Number, we are really trying to make sure that the NFTs not are just integrated into a tap to play game, but there is some real strategy, some real gameplay towards it. We really want the gamers, whether it's from the Web2 world or the Web3 world, to focus towards the game first. So we're trying to build something which is a game first, which is an interactive game first, and then the Web3 layer just jumps into it. So trying out those things, which is very different from how the Web3 games have been built so far, majorly. So we really believe that experimentation now, like kind of enables us to create the moments that usually don't are expected by the players. And, that's where the true engagement for the players will be like, and for us as well, we'll get more and more time and interactions out of the players. And sure, see, not every experiment will land. We are very much aware of those things, but kind of in a fast evolving space like a Web3, playing it safe is, an easier way to be forgotten apparently. So you have to push the boundaries. You have to make sure your foundation is strong, and then you are trying out the new things which players also want, and they also look forward to try it out.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, definitely. This is not the space to be playing it safe in. But yeah, I mean, it's still such a young and, pretty like undefined space. And especially when you're looking at Web3 gaming specifically, like I don't believe that anybody has truly figured out, a truly sustainable, in-game player economy, using Web3 yet. And obviously there's been a lot of examples and a lot of people have tried different things and experimented. But, yeah, I still don't think we've really landed on something that truly works and is a model that, is going to want to bring, Web 2 gaming studios into the space and kind of shows them the way. But yeah, I mean, I think this experimentation is absolutely necessary in order to keep pushing the space forward. And also, I mean, there's so many, kind of like copycat projects in Web3 where, somebody comes up with an idea and then that kind of instantly gets forked and you have somebody else who is, trying to take over that idea and kind of vampire leech it. So, you kind of have to be experimenting and constantly be evolving in order to stay ahead in the space. Otherwise you're going to just have everybody just constantly stealing ideas, which is unfortunately what happens. But yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Yes, does anyone else want to jump in on the discussion? Ada or Yoga?
Yeah, I mean, it's Yauga, by the way. Don't want to correct you, but yeah, it's Yauga. We actually started in the metaverse space back in 2022. So our original idea was to make well-being more immersive by doing that in a metaverse environment. So we built out some metaverses using Hyperfy, actually. Big shout out to Hyperfy. They're a very interesting platform. And yeah, we did some really interesting activations with different brands and different communities. But again, like you said, it's quite early. So yeah, you just have to try new things. And we've actually stepped away from that up until now, and focused on, especially when it was during the bear market, and focused on our efforts in the more traditional business sense, which is actually doing very well and has got some really good feedback and traction at the moment. So we're kind of now boomeranging back around and coming back into the Web3 space. And we've got some big plans for the metaverse and how we can essentially bridge, I hate using the term Web 2 and Web 3 because they don't really exist, but bridge that kind of Web 2 style of person into being able to use things that do use the blockchain, but not necessarily needing to know about it. So I'm a firm believer in the blockchain will be implemented if people don't really know about it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that discussion. Ada, do you have anything that you would like to join, or should we move on to the next question?
No, I agree with the yoga. Like people are coming with some copycats, these days people are making. But the one thing basically which I feel like in the journey of 4 years in this Web3 community is that product should be more powerful. There should be a utility of that. There should be a utility of your product. There should be to create and add a value to the users, to the developers, to the creators. It should be one stop for all. As we are providing a product, you can build a game less than in 5 to 10 minutes on our platform. So we are trying to solve the problems, the solution. We are finding the solution for the creators, developers, developers, as they are facing high fees and the graphics, people are coming with lesser knowledge. So we are providing the AI assistant as well for which is fabricated inside into the every corner of Cobox, like educational tutorials, that if you are not aware of this industry or the community or the Web3 or the metaverse or the gamification, still you have something to do and to play with your imagination. That's truly, we believe in that, to give and to add more revenues and to add more platforms, you can say that, more opportunities to the users, developers, creators, designers, it should be one stop for all businesses.
100%. Thank you so much for that. Okay, how about we move on now that I have Ada here? Oh, I see a hand raised. So Ramen Rumble, do you want to go? Go for it.
Yeah, just to add 2 cents to what Ada said, that's really she really put it in a very nice way. So we also believe somewhere that whether the users are from the Web 2 or whether from the Web 3, like Web 3 is a coming up platform, so of course there is a lot of users on the Web 2 who either believe that it's too complicated or believe that it's too technical to get into, or a little bit scared about that. No, the things that we can find, the traditional things that we can find might not be evolved in Web3 that much right now, so it might not be the right time to jump into it. So while we are making something where the Web3 layer is completely hidden, and even a Web2 user can come onto the platform, whether it's a game, whether it's a wellness platform or a drag and drop where they can curate things, users specifically feel much more comfortable because there is not much change that they are very much comfortable seeing, and still they are interacting with the Web3 worlds without even knowing it apparently. And so that's how you convert a Web2 user into a Web3 as well without losing their comfort and their safe zone. And slowly they start learning about this new thing and feeling more safe towards it. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to add.
Thank you so much for that. Okay, how about now we go on to the individual questions. So the first question that I have is for Ada. So as tools for building virtual worlds become more accessible, what do you think will be the biggest unlock for creators in the next wave of digital experiences?
Hey, it's a wonderful question. It's really, this is a frontier that evolving very fast. Nice question. I would love to answer this. As you know that the tools for building virtual worlds become more accessible, it should be. I think the biggest unlock for the creators will be the, compatibility with AI, interoperability. Let me break down this and get a little bit deep dive into it. Like it should be like what Cobox is providing, in a virtual world, and an accessible tools, which is going to, all the creators are going to unlock for them. Like it is AI powered creation. The pipelines, we are moving from no code to no thought, where AI can generate 3D assets, like AI Yodha of Cobox can generate a 3D assets, characters, and the environment from a prompt or a sketch to a sketch, like script interactions and behaviors without manual coding. If you are a coder, if you're a seasonal coder, and if you're a non-seasonal coder, that does not matter in Cobox for any creator and the users. And the optimizing performance across the devices automatically, that's our basic fundamental. This is the democratic creation to a level where anyone can, not just designers can build this sophisticated world, but that the interoperability across the platforms and the economies. Today, most virtual world are, these silos, the next wave will come. We are going to see how that the Web 2 users can jump into the Web 3 easily, like we was the users into the Web 2. But now we are the owners of our creations into the Web3. Let's, we have given opportunity for our creators to deploy their experience across multiple ecosystem. Like, if I say the similar, like Roblox, Frontier, they are the open metaverses. Like, Cobox is an open platform. We are giving the land for free. We are enabling the assets and the identities to move with users via the standards. We are allowing our creators to monetize in more fluid way, combining the subscriptions, token economies, and the marketplace sales seamlessly. They can grow their own community as well over there. And the community collaboration needs new tools will connect communities to create the world in real time. Imagine thousands of the contributors are voting on a narrative branches, uploading content packs, like remixing spaces collaboratively. This crowdsources approach will unlock massive scale and the can say the cultural relevance. In short, the biggest unlock will be the combination of AI Yodha and the Cobox universe, where you are ready to make your universe very easy. If it is a gamifications, as I mentioned before, if it is any imagination, this trio will shrink the gap between the imagination and reality more than ever before. More than ever before. Like free land for the developers, we provide developers with free land to start their project without any initial cost. The basic thing is costing. Now we have made it niche. And in our no-code studio, our initiative with no-code studio, which is allowing users to design and develop their own games environments and creative projects without requiring any technical expertise. You can grow your community by offering these resources for free. We aim to grow the developers. We aim to grow the users. We aim to make the users and the developers to be the ownership of their own content. They can share revenue also. Successfully, creators can monetize their project with Cobox, sharing the revenue generated from these creations. Because Cobox offers a revolutionary approach in the blockchain and the gaming space with no initial costs, like developers can start their project without any upfront fees. Verification, they must need for the verification for the quality, but the projects are verified to ensure they meet all the guidelines, maintaining a high standard of quality and safety. Creators can earn from their successful project, encouraging a fair and thriving in an ecosystem from Cobox. Empowering through the tools, how we are empowering through the tools to the users and the people who are joining in, like the developers. The no-code studio ensures that everyone can participate and create regardless of all technical skills. It's a decentralized infrastructure. From 3 years of building our product, now we are ready. Our Alpha 1 is live. Our testing is live on our website. Now we are ready and we are coming with our token as well. Because the product should be more powerful and the product should be more accessible for every person. Like we have seen we have targeted the age of the 7 years to 13 to 14 year of the child, which is taken an access. People are spending 72 hours on gamifications in the virtual world. More than the time of the screen time than YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So now we are giving them the more open space and free land to come and develop and play from their imaginations. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that response, Ada. I think it's amazing what Cobox is doing, just like reducing all the limitations to create like games. I think it's awesome. Spencer, I see you're unmuted. Do you want to say something?
Yeah. I had a quick follow-up question. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, AI and, no code solutions are going to be huge for user generated content. And, it's really cool to see the way that you guys are enabling it. I heard you mention, I think, you guys are kind of moving beyond no code into no thought solutions, unless I misheard you. But I was wondering if you could kind of explain that a little bit and what the difference is and kind of how no thought takes things beyond no code.
Yes, sure. I would love to share about more deep dive into that, what exactly AI is, what exactly AI Yoda is doing in our, in our space. Like AI Yoda is, fabricated inside every part of Cobox. We are providing the land for free, and AI Yoda is going to educate you. It's going to give you, it's going to give you like, if you're giving a command to it, still you are able to make your own virtual world with the help of AI. With the help of AI, you're ready to play without a zero knowledge. Every creator is ready to deploy their experience across the multiple, ecosystem inside the Cobox. And AI Yoda is a pipeline where you're moving from no code to no thought, where AI can generate 3D assets, characters, and environment from a prompt or sketch. So, and what's the basic and what's the main utility? What's going to be the utility of it? Like every creator from, if coming from everywhere, like creators can create their own virtual space, own metaverse, less than 5 to 10 minutes. And our no code studio, like like I say, our UGC studio beta is live. Our Telegram game is live, and we are coming with Genesis NFTs as well. And like we have seen before, that people have created their NFTs, people have come from, launched their NFTs, but they did not add value to them. We are here to, create a value to how if a person is holding a, Genesis NFT of Cobox, like we are launching one premium and one micro Genesis. So soon it's going to be there on our website and on OpenSea. So from there, people will going to get utility of our Cobox token as well. It is going to be utilized in land publishing fees, marketplace transactions, creator rewards, staking and farming, revenue sharing payouts. Token is going to be distributed to Genesis NFT as well. Because it has the government's participations as well. You can vote on our platform in decision. You can enter a founder circle as well. Features are going to be released more, and the token economy is going to get changed as the user are going to arrive on our platform. You are going to get a premium access to unlock. You can add a placement and sponsored content as well. You can grow your community. You can make your own community. In-game boost and customizations are available. And in future, from now, if I talk, there are going to be 1 million pre-built assets is going for there for people to create their own creation, cross the experience, and share the revenue and the economy of Cobox as well.
Thank you so much, Ada. Just taking into account like timing and everything, how about we move on to the next question? The next question that I have is for Ramen Rumble. So more games are blending unexpected genres like strategy and cooking in creative ways. What do you think makes a mashup like that work and keep players coming back?
So we kind of believe that regarding the mashups of the different genres, genre mashups can actually only work if they're kind of not taking the players by a surprise, but actually asking them to push the boundaries and is actually challenging them. So when you try to do something like that, mixing up the unexpected genres, like what we did in Ramen Rumble is that we mixed up real-time strategy and cooking, and somewhat into it brought up the element of combat as well. We are trying to force the players to think into the new ways so that, they are not just building or not just cooking or battling. We are not giving them like one thing is taking over the other, or we are building around only one thing. Players are now supposed to be multitasking under pressure, juggling the resource management to run the restaurant, or the timings to complete the order, and the decision making of what weapons do they need to install, make it strategic decision while combating as well. And all those monsters are literally attacking onto the kitchen. So the cooking element and the combat element of the combat element have been mixed purposely, and the strategy element has been mixed into both the features. And that unpredictability, the mental switch that players need to install to switch between the modes, we believe it was keeping it more fun and more real to the players, so that the players can come back and interact and more with all these elements that we are trying to fix in. Because every session should feel like a rush. They should feel like that they can implement new strategy. It's not boring, it's not repetitive. And that's when the real magic can happen. That mashup does not feel like two games being just taped together without any purpose, but kind of a seamless experience. And that's what we're trying to build through Ramen Rumble, trying to mix up your resource management and your culinary skills into how you want to run your restaurant, while exploring your combat skills when monsters attack you, or when you have to beat the monsters, and attaching a strategy around it, that when monster you want to deploy apparently, or which weapons do you want to deploy onto your trains, and giving them the opportunity to even own these assets, whether it's the weapons or the monsters as NFTs. So they kind of feel more specific into their strategies, that which weapons do they want to own and how they can utilize it into different variations around different variations of strategies around normal gameplay or the PvP or the clan modes apparently. So yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Honestly, the first thing that I thought when I saw Ramen Rumble was Cooking Mama, and just that like really fun experience of having to like cook but also sort of like fight for your life. I think that's an amazing mix, and I think that the adrenaline that creates, like that mix of feelings, like the normal just cooking but then also fighting for your life, and like fighting like a timer or zombies or anything like that. That's what, to me, it keeps me hooked. So like that's awesome what you guys are doing there. Okay, so the next question is for, I think I'm gonna butcher this again, and I am so sorry. Yauga. Did I say it right? I think I did.
Yeah, you got it. Well done.
Yes! Okay, so our question is, as technology and well-being continue to intersect, how do you see this shaping the way we take care of ourselves in the digital age?
See, this is where we're kind of betting on holistic tech. So I think there's going to be this large rift between types of people, right? Where we have people that are really deep into the tech and, they're using AI day to day, and, they're really engaged with like their wearables, and they're meeting up in communities online, and maybe they start to forget and come away from in real life experiences, which we actually want to promote more as well. So this is something we've already tested out, and we had some really interesting feedback from it. We had I think it was like a 98% would come again to the event. We had like 31 people come to it. And yeah, there were people that had never practiced yoga before, aren't avid meditators, and they had like an immersive way of doing it that was still using tech. And then I think it's going to push people away from tech, and people are going to start, I don't know if you've seen it recently, but there's been some people that have, ditched social media for like a week, and they're saying like, whoa, like my stress levels feel so much more manageable, etc. So we kind of want to slot somewhere in between where we're taking a more holistic approach, but also thoughtful, right? The whole idea of using a smart ring with our platform is that it's non-invasive, and you haven't got a screen that is going to deliver notifications to you and say, hey, you've got this notification from your social media, and, your battery's dying, and like you get that kind of almost range anxiety with a smart wearable. So minimizing the screens, but also having something that is there helping you track what you do, your movement, your meditation, also your sleep as well. We think it's going to be quite important. And also, up until now, companies have been monetizing off of your data, regardless of what your ethos are, right? So if you're against animal testing, well, Apple doesn't care, and they're not going to tell you about that. So, you're just going to have to go along with it. So this is something that we're very thoughtful of implementing in the future, of user data transparency and you being able to decide off of how and what you earn.
That is so cool. Let me just check real quick. Spencer, can you hear us? Because he was just letting me know that he cannot. Hello? Spencer? Okay. Oh, well, I think it's really cool what you guys are doing with yoga. Yoga. Oh my God. Almost. I got like
Yeah,
one
so
out of
it's,
three. One out
if
of
you
three.
think of it, it's a mixture of yoga and augmented. So the aug is the yoga.
Oh, that's so smart. Okay. Yeah, I do love that. I think it's awesome what you guys are doing. I think it's especially important now that we're like in this very immersive like digital age, that we find a way that the both can like intersect but also sort of like disconnect. Because there's real life out there and we have to like still live it. So I think it's fantastic. And also yoga is such a amazing tool for anyone. Like I love practicing it.
Yeah, so I mean, this is part of our solution really, is that, typical yoga studios, they're actually quite off-putting unless you're someone who's like a die-hard yogi, right? and, they're seemingly inaccessible for some people. It may feel like, it's too intimidating. Your workload may be too intense, so you're not actually getting to one of these yoga studios because you haven't got the time. So we're essentially doing like a Peloton version of yoga, but way more immersive, if you think of it that way. So the complete yoga experience is going to be really interesting, and how it screen shares to a smart TV rather than going purely through VR or AR, I think is going to be very important for regular folk who, consider themselves to be working in tech, but maybe not deep in XR experiences. But then we're also positioned for when AR inevitably takes over phones, which, I think even Apple is saying is probably about 5 years away.
That's insane. Just like how close we are to like phones just like completely being like whipped away from us, especially because they're so
Crazy, right?
important
It's
right
like a
now.
little computer we have in our hands all the time, and we're going to be like, nope, we're just not going to need that. But is everyone going to
Yeah,
be wearing glasses? I don't know. It's a weird thing to think about, right?
it is a very weird thing to think about, especially because I think of my phone as like my extension. I recently like almost lost it, and in that moment I just felt everything just like crumbling down. I was like, everything is on my phone. How do I like replace this or like get it back? So
I
yeah,
mean, surely
that's
everything's on your
crazy.
cloud, right?
I mean, kind of, but you know how like there's like passwords and stuff like that that you only have on your phone, or maybe it's just because I'm like super messy with technology and I don't ever do like backups. So maybe it's like the sign to be like, hey, you should do a backup of your phone.
Yeah,
Maybe I
maybe
should.
maybe a little a phone admin might make you feel a little less anxious about losing your phone.
Yeah, honestly, I will do that right after this phase. Okay, so we have one more like everyone question, and I think we definitely like lost Spencer, so it's just me flying solo right now, which I think it's awesome. We can do parties here now. Spencer is not in charge anymore. So the next everyone question that we have is, um, and how about we start with Ramen Rumble, if you wanna like start answering it. With AI becoming more accessible, how do you see it shaping the future of game development, storytelling, or player interaction in Web3?
Absolutely. I mean, AI is definitely going to play a massive role in shaping the entire Web3 ecosystem because, see, the exciting part around this is that it's not just about the faster development. If we are talking about the AI integration, it has now become more about how do you redefine the creativity, the storytelling, or the player interactions with different platforms, specifically with games as well. And talking about the game, apparently, like imagine being in a traditional game, how AI can easily help to speed up the process, like asset creation or the NPCs or the stories that revolve around NPCs. Because one exciting thing that I really now enjoy into the gaming is that the NPCs do not work towards the predefined script. The AI can help actually to bring in the newer elements that the NPCs can remember the player interactions. They can have better in-game, the in-game capabilities, the behaviors that they have inside the game. And literally the players can then, co-create with the AI different paths, different ecosystems around it. And yeah, those are one of the things that I really feel I can help around it because we know that Web3 adds that extra layer of asset ownership, play driven economies. So more and more these assets, more and more these uh, parts of the game that we believe can interact on their own, and it's not just like people can just remember around it and then it becomes boring slowly. It'll keep the excitement going for the players, at least, which we're trying to give them more and more possible. Because see, right now, if we specifically talk about us, we are already exploring how the AI can generate more procedural missions or the dynamic dialogues where the monsters can be interacted differently, where the customers that come into your restaurants can be interacted very differently, so that all these elements can now even adapt to the gameplay according to how players specifically behave in game, and different players can get different experience and a same player can get multiple experiences, and making sure that we preserve this our belief of true asset ownership through the NFTs as well. So yeah, that's what we believe in this.
Does anyone else want to jump in on the question? Ada or yoga? Yoga, almost.
Yes, I would love to jump into these questions. The one thing, it's very wonderful, listening the our listeners, what they are saying. It's really, nice, and I'm really happy to share some of my thoughts as well, like experimenting in this critical into the Web3 gaming to push boundaries and stand out. This space is, nascent with the unique mechanics like decentralized ownership, play to earn models, and the blockchain based assets offering new design possibilities. So, the AI is trying to novel approaches, whether in tokenomics or the community governments or integrating NFT meaningfully helps discover what resonates with players and drive the engagement. Like there are over 1,000 projects competing for attention as of 2025. But successfully games like which we have seen in our past, like Axie Infinity, Sandbox, stood out by iterating on the bold ideas, even with the imperfect initially. So this is how we have seen and we have developed and put into the cobalt, like we are our experimentations mitigates the risk of stagnation and copycat design, which the players can quickly tire of it, and the data which shows that the unique active wallets in top Web3 game grew by 20% when projects introduce innovations, have good mechanics like dynamic NFTs or the cross chains. It has the interoperability, all the experiments without all the experiments getting from the all users feedback on a clear vision with the help of AI. I think you're gonna rock the world. So this is how Cobox is moving forward and going to help to solve all the it's going to be all the problem solver can come and connect onto our platform. And as we are our partner, we have been partnered with Immutable, Beam, BitCrunch, Bybit. 40 more partners are there in our from Cobox, and we have made a bridge, a very simple and easy bridge, then how people can jump from one metaverse to another metaverse. So I'm really agree with the yoga and the ramen. You people have shared wonderful experience, and I'm really happy to be amongst you to exchange more power and to exchange more thoughts with you.
Thank you so much. So before we continue with this question, I would love to bring up Bloom because they haven't done their introduction and they're here, which I'm very excited about. So Bloom, how about you tell us a little bit about what you guys are building, who you are, and we can also just go into like your individual question if you would like after.
Oh yeah, sorry for being late. We had a meeting that ran a lot longer than we thought it would. Here at Bloomverse, we have been building in the Solana ecosystem for 3+ years. We started off as a gaming project, building like a full 3D model with a lobby and shops and other mini game experiences. We also have our patented real money gaming where it's like a PvP style game where you can put up money and winner takes all in a free for all style game. Recently, in December, we pivoted to AI, where we were building out Akasha, who is the queen of the metacognitive framework. So Akasha is different than just like a regular AI framework. She'll have like 10 different parts of her brain, all a different LLM. As of right now, we are currently building out our AI Gent trading bot. Should be done very soon. We'll be doing sessions in our Discord and on Telegram with the Akashians so they can trade with Agent. And then we have some big partnerships coming up. I think that's like a quick intro. I don't want to take up too much time considering we were late, but appreciate you. Sorry for being late.
No worries at all. I actually think that Akash is like really cool. When I went into your Discord, when you were like, chatting to like bring you guys on, I was like, ooh, this is actually a really freaking cool feature. So how about we go into your individual questions so you can like at least like answer it and tell us everything that you guys are like building and everything. So your question is, as AI becomes more integrated into gaming, what kind of experiences do you think it can unlock that weren't possible before?
Oh man, what a good question. Honestly, I think there's the thing with AI, and the potential that it brings, I think is specifically into gaming, is going to be honestly pretty crazy, I think, in the coming months. Like for us, the reason that we really took a pause on building out and like developing within our gaming studio is because the long-term vision that we see with AI is that Akasha will just be able to build games for us, right? Like in the coming months. Like we've seen these 3D models, we've seen AI building worlds, and things like that. So like what it will do to reduce costs, to create these really fun and engaging experiences within gaming, is kind of where we see the big shift happening, right? Like why put a bunch of money into a huge studio, paying, all of these different people to build out one thing when our devs can just be heads down focused on building the framework that will unlock potential for us, in what we see as like within the next 6 months, right? Specifically with gaming. We've already seen huge leaps being done. I mean, even just like with X, right? Like the people that are building like the simplified games, here and having like fun user experiences there. Even just like with the old style ones, but people are even, now building like the Minecraft and Roblox other style, games as well. So yeah, I think in 6 months, maybe even less, we'll be seeing AI kind of take over. And not necessarily replace, but like kind of be like a really valuable tool, right, to help build out whatever it is that you want to see come onto the screen. So yeah, that's how we view it. We view AI as like a very significant tool to help platform and take people to the next level, whether it be like flywheels and content, UGC, like there's so many different campaigns that you can do to help enable all of that within gaming.
Thank you so much. I think definitely the like one of the main like topics of this whole space has been just like accessibility and like reducing barriers. So it's really cool what you guys are doing with AI. Okay, so we're basically done with our space, which is actually really sad because I've been really enjoying the conversation. I would love to give you guys a space to sort of like close out. So if each of you wants to like go on and say one final comment, like where we can find you guys, what you guys are building, things like that. So our audience like knows where to find you or what to like look forward to. Please go ahead. I'll call on someone to start. So, Yoga, do you want to go first?
Hey, yeah, sure. So, at the moment we're kind of like finding our feet with our Web3 side of things, and we're going to be launching a founders pass, which will be at a very accessible price. So yeah, just keep an eye on our X page, but we're also on Instagram and we're getting our TikTok sorted as well. We've got a bunch of things we're doing with like universities up and coming. We've got 25 universities waiting to pilot our product in September. So we're really excited to try and bring mainstream adoption through universities as well, because you get taken a lot more seriously that way. And yeah, we're going to have a big announcement in a couple of weeks about where we're launching in November, which is pretty huge. So yeah, keep in touch and thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for being here. How about Ramen Rumble? Do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. So, just to close out, firstly, thank you for inviting us over here. It was really great listening to all the other speakers and all the other projects as well. And to connect with us, definitely you can reach out to us on our X. You can join our Discord community. One of the things that we really believe in is play-driven economy. So for that, we have always made our community our integral part and made sure that they are being heard, their feedbacks are being taken, and we definitely discuss all our steps, all our developments with them firsthand in our Discord. So just join in there, drop down your feedbacks, and we definitely do a lot of interactive sessions over there as well. You can win various rewards out there as well. And by the time, check out Ramen Number and all the developments that we are doing. And the next thing that's coming up is on 6th of July, where Founder Edition NFT sale is dropping. And to have more information regarding that as well, you can go to ramennumber.com and drop down your email if you want to have a conversation with us over email, or read our white paper over there, or just join again on our Discord where we can have the conversation and can have more information regarding the Founders Edition NFT sale. So yeah, really looking forward to 6th of July for that as of now, and then we'll start with our beta testing as well. So yeah, we would love to hear from everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ramen Rumble. Ada, do you want to close out?
Yes, sure. I was waiting for my turn. It's really wonderful, listening to yoga and ramen. Got a very wonderful your projects. I wish more power to both of you for all the projects that they perform so well. You get a very good response from users. Everyone, thank you for that. And rest, Cobox is coming with our TGE event on 28th of July 2025, and our Genesis drop is coming soon on OpenSea. For that, all the informations, please get connected, cobox.co. You can find me on LinkedIn, like other entrepreneur, on Twitter. So I'm here to answer all questions, any queries, how you can book your space, how you can be a part of Cobox family, how you can be a part of this Web3 gaming and Metaverse, or if it is NFT, it's one stop for all in Cobox, where you can book your slot, you can book your space, you can be a owner of your own creations. So for all the things, we are coming with our Genesis drop, NFT premium. You can join our Discord as well, and you can connect on us on LinkedIn, Twitter, or Insta, all the social accounts. We are free to have the feedbacks, we are free to have your suggestions, we are free to give you all the informations regarding Cobox. And thank you, Bloom, Yoga, Raman, everyone. It's wonderful being here. Thank you, Satoshi, and the host. I hope more power for all of you, with a happy ending and a very, very thanks for listening to me. Thank you so much. It was Ada from Cobox. It was really wonderful being on this platform. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ada. Okay, now, Bloom, do you want to say something else?
Yeah, if it's cool, real quick. Well, one,
Yeah,
just
for
want to say
sure.
thank you. Appreciate you letting us come on late and talk about Bloom and what we're doing. Appreciate like the thoughtful question. If you guys are looking like for more updates from us, obviously like check our X page, but also I pinned up top the Akasha X page, so make sure you guys set noties on for both. We do have something really big coming very soon. I don't know if I'm allowed to like say. I accidentally actually leaked a video 2 days ago that I wasn't supposed to. And yeah, I'm now locked in the basement. I have been for the last 3 days. No food, no water until I make things right. But yeah, really appreciate you guys letting us come on. I see a lot of Akashians already joined the space. I know you guys are hungry for us to be doing our spaces again. It's been a minute. I did want to just like announce we are going to be running our spaces back. So if any of you guys up here on the panel want to ever come on and just vibe with us, kind of just talk about what you guys are building, we're always down to support any way we can. You guys all sound like Chads. So we appreciate you. Definitely, like I said, keep your eyes peeled. And some of you guys got some very good alpha that I I didn't reschedule the tweet. So just don't tell Bloom about it. I know he already saw it from some of you guys. So please stop throwing me under the bus. I would love some water down here, and I won't get any until he stops seeing it on the timeline. So thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good week. And if you're celebrating 4th of July, be safe.
Thank you. And don't worry, like here we are experts at like leaks, because our founder Nick is always like leaking stuff, and then Danny and I, which are like the ones that are in charge of the marketing, we're always having just like small headaches, being like, why did you leak it? Our month plan that we've been working on for 3 years. And he's just like, well, it was fun. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it is so fun, while I cry myself to sleep, you know? Um, so thank you so much for like being here, everyone. I would like to announce the winner of our giveaway real quick. So, the winner is Dillian. at Dillian21007312. All you have to do is go to Legions 2029, create your game account, and send it to us on a DM, and we'll deposit your crystals to your account. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. As always, it is awesome just hosting this space, these spaces. If you guys want to have us on your space, then just like also hit me up a DM, because we can make that happen, and we would love to just like keep the conversation going about like all the things Web3. So thank you so much. I will now close it out. And it's been a pleasure being your host, because Spencer just completely disappeared, but it's okay. I love you, Spencer, so much. It's okay. I forgive you for leaving me here flying solo. And it's actually X's fault. So like, X, how dare ya? So yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Wait, this space will never end if he's not here.
Yeah, I just texted him because I thought the same thing. I was like, well, okay, close it out, Spencer. Come on. Close it. Close it. Everyone can just like chant with me. Just like close it. Close it. Close it. Close it.
Or plot twist, we keep the space going for 24 hours.